بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين. أما بعد, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we thank Him, we seek His assistance and His guidance, and I bear witness that there is only one God to be worshipped, and that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his messenger and the seal of the prophets. May peace and blessing be upon him and his companion and those who follow his sunnah until the day of judgment. After that, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The topic that I was told to discuss with you today is the role of the youth in propagating Islam. It is da'wah. What is the role for the youth to convey the message of Islam to the people, to the mankind? So that's the question we will try to answer throughout the khutbah or throughout the lecture, inshallah ta'ala. I need you to pay attention. Let me start by talking about the importance of youth in Islam. As a piece of introduction, let us talk about the importance of youth. The importance that Islam has given to the youth in terms of da'wah. Let me start by telling you that all those who followed the prophets were youth. And all those who rejected the prophets were elders. It is always the youth who take this message with force, who convey it, who spread. And it is always the elders who reject. And let me share with you a few ayahs from the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Surah Al-A'raf, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala talked about Nuh. He said, لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ فقال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره إني أخاف عليكم عذاب يوم عظيم. Nuh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, indeed we have sent Nuh to his people, and that was the first prophet that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent ever. He said, يا قوم اعبدوا الله, O my people, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. مَا لَكُم مِّنْ إِلَٰهٍ غَيْرُهُ. You have no other deity other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sit there in the middle. You can sit there. There's so many empty seats. You have so many. You have no deity. You have no God to be worshipped except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Failure to do so, إِنِّي أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ عَذَابَ يَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. I am afraid for you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will indeed punish you very severe. Then look at the response that the elders has given. قَالَ الْمَلَأُ مِنْ قَوْمِهِ إِنَّا لَنَرَاكَ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. The elders, the response was that we see you as a crazy person, as somebody who went astray. This is the response that they have given. And then he responded back, he said, Ya qawmi, laysa bi dalala. I am not crazy. Nothing is wrong with me. وَلَكِنِّي رَسُولٌ مِّن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And indeed, I am a prophet from the Lord of the universe. This is what. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about Aad to his people. وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ Huda. Now that was Nuh. Now this is Hud to his people. He said the same thing. قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره. O my people, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as there is no other God that you should worship. أفلا تتقون. Don't you have taqwa? Don't you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And the other one said, إِنِّي أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ عَذَابَ يَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. Look what the elders said. The same group at that time, in a different time, responded in the same way. They said, قَالَ الْمَلَأُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the elders who disbelieved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّا لَنَرَاكَ فِي سَفَاهٍ. We consider you to be that you're a crazy person. Safah. The other one says, ضَلَالًا. Now, Safah. وَإِنَّا لَنَظُنُّكَ مِنَ الْكَاذِبِينَ. And we believe that you're among us the liars. You're a liar. This is what they said to the Prophet Hud alayhi salam. And he responded, Ya qawmi, just like Nuh, laysa bi safah. I am not crazy. I am not crazy. وَلَكِنِّي رَسُولٌ مِّن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. I am a prophet sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the universe, and my message is this. أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّ. I am conveying you the da'wah, the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَنَا لَكُمْ نَاصِحٌ أَمِينٌ. And I am indeed a trustworthy conveyor of the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That was the answer of the elders. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about Salih giving da'wah to his people similarly, the way that Nuh and Hud has done. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِلَى ثَمُودَ أَخَاهُمْ صَالِحًا. And now, Thamud Salih talking to his people of Thamud. What did he say? The same thing that Nuh and Hud said. Same thing Salih said. يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مَا لَكُم مِّنْ إِلَهٍ غَيْرُهُ. Oh my people, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the only one God. مَا لَكُم مِّنْ إِلَهٍ غَيْرُهُ. You have no other God other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The same response comes back again. قَالَ الْمَلَأُ الَّذِينَ اسْتَكْبَرُوا. The elders who became arrogant said, لِلَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا لِمَنْ آمَنَ مِنْهُمْ أَتَعْلَمُونَ أَنَّ صَالِحًا مُرْسَلٌ مِّن رَبِّهِ قالوا إنا بما أرسل به مؤمنون قال الذين استكبروا إنا بالذي آمنت به كافرون. We disbelieve what you believe. This is what they are saying. فعقروا النار. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala similarly talked about Musa alayhi salam. Same thing with Fir'aun. The reason I am mentioning this ayat is that for you to understand, historically, it is always the youth who take up this da'wah, who convey and pass to the mankind, to the people. So it is your role. It is your role. It is your mission, not the elders. Elders usually are the obstacle. They're the ones who reject, and they're the ones who become obstacle to the convenience of the da'wah. And if you also look, these are the prophets, and if you look at the history of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, those who follow, or those who take this message seriously and convey it, many of them were youth like your age. Mu'adh ibn Jabal, Abu Huraira, Usama, Aisha, young people. The Quran also talked about youth who organized themselves, who passed the da'wah to the people. Ashabul Kahf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّهُمْ فِتْيَةٌ آمَنُوا بِرَبِّهِمْ وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى. They were a group of youth that believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah gave them guidance because they have believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it was the youth who took the message of da'wah to the mankind. That's number one. Number two, how the Prophet ﷺ dealt with young people. How did he dealt with? I will give you a few examples. Mu'adh ibn Jabal, he was appointed to be the governor of Al-Yaman. That whole country, he was appointed to lead, take the leadership position in Al-Yaman. And at the time, there were elders, highly educated, experienced elders amongst the companions. including Umar, Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman, and so on. Yet the Prophet ﷺ, to teach us, to train us, has given this big responsibility to Mu'adh ibn Jabal. And he said, I am appointing you to be the governor, okay, of that country. Usama bin Zayd, another young man, very brave man, was appointed to be the commander of arm. And he led one of the greatest battles that Muslims ever took in the presence of Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali and other companions. While they were there, even his father was there. Zayd bin Harith bin Sharahbil was there. But yet the Prophet ﷺ, for people to know that the youth can take a role, he has appointed Usama to lead the army of the Muslims at the time. And they were going into fierce battles at the time.
Guided you, you're doing the right thing here today. The topic that I've been given to discuss with you, to share with you, and I hope you'll take notes because I will ask you questions. Before I sit down, I'll throw questions at random. I'll pick anybody from here and from here. So be warned. Are you ready? Yes. And I'll begin as they're trying to work on the technology. Let me begin by this example. I studied in Pakistan myself. I stayed there for 10 years. That's where I did my studies. One day, as I was coming from Juma, and I want you to listen very carefully. Degaiso. Degaiso. Wankushe Degaiso. Listen very well. As I was coming from the mosque, I met a person who is not a Muslim. He happened to be from Germany. From Germany. In which continent is Germany? Germany, which continent? Europe. What is the capital city of Germany? Huh? Berlin. Oh God. Is it Berlin? Is it the capital city of Germany? Huh? Is it Munich or Berlin? It's Munich, Germany. Okay? So his brother was an engineer in Pakistan. They were building a very big mosque. It's called Shah Faisal Mosque. It's one of the biggest mosques in Asia. Then it is the first time he had come to visit Pakistan. He had never visited any Muslims. I want you to listen to this story. It is relevant to what we are going to talk about. So because he could speak very good English and we could speak better English than the Pakistanis, so we were able to communicate. We invited him for lunch in our hostel. He said, okay, you're from Africa and you're Muslims. I didn't know they are Muslims from Africa. So we went for lunch in our room in the hostel. We had prepared some, every Friday we used to prepare Swahili food. We would meet, the Somali students and ourselves, we would prepare some Swahili. So we had prepared some pilau that day, Jum'ah. Instead of the pili-pili food, for the Pakistanis, he wanted to eat pilau. So he came to our room. He was sitting there and we were discussing. And he was very relaxed. I want you to listen to this very carefully. He was very relaxed. We were discussing about his experience in Europe, how he has never met Muslims before. This is the first time. He did not know that Muslims are free to discuss with people who are not Muslims. Then as we were waiting for lunch to be ready, something happened, and this is where I want you now to find out what went wrong. This person was very relaxed, waiting for the lunch. You know, he was sipping tea. Then our brothers who are Arabs came in. These are people, alhamdulillah, they are very well versed in religion. They are our seniors. We were doing our first year ourselves. Some of us, even Arabic was a problem. They came in. They could not speak in English. They could only speak in Arabic. And the first question they asked us, Man hada? Man hada? What does that, what is the meaning of man hada? Yawai. Huh? If they were Somali, they would say Yawai. If they were Ishaq, they would say, what are you? Huh? Ishaq would say, what are you? I'm a Sibyo. Yeah. You say, this is our friend. We've met him there. And say, and what are you doing with him here? We said, we've just invited him for lunch. We're just making friends with him. They said, you people, if this man dies today without accepting Islam, you will go to Jahannam, all of you. Allah has brought him here so that you can guide him to Islam. Now, in which language were we speaking with the Arab brothers? This man does not understand one word in Arabic. What was the effect of that discussion? He started now getting scared. He was asking that, what are they saying? What are they saying? Because they just came in and said, no, هذا إذا مات اليوم دون أن يدخل في الإسلام كلكم في جهنم لابد أن تدخله في الإسلام الآن حدا. Now this man was tense. Now when he asked us, what are they saying? We lied. We say, they just want to know whether there is enough food. We were lying, Because if we told this man, they want you to become a Muslim now, what would have happened? Anatoroka ama sivyo? So we lied to him. Astaghfirullah. We lied. But now he was tense. Then these people say, Ya akhi, أخبره أنا أريد أن أدخله في الإسلام الآن. Who has the obligation, the duty of conveying the message of Islam? Who has the duty? Let me ask the person who looks very young here on that table. The one who is holding his neck like this. No, give him the mic. Whose duty is it to pass the message of Islam? Pardon?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Whose duty?
It's the youth.
Only the youth only. So we leave this work to the youth. He's right, the youth. But only the youth? No. Add some more. Only the youth?
Muslim.
And every Muslim. Do you agree with me that every Muslim, thank you very much, every Muslim has a duty to convey Islam? Yes, everybody. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us, Kuntum khayra ummati ukhrijat linnas ta'muruna bil ma'rufi wa tanhawna anil munkar. So it's a duty that all of us have. Okay? And again here I told you, embracing Islam is guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot force people. That is the verse that you can see ahead of you. Okay? But there are certain guidelines. Just like those Arab brothers, they were very knowledgeable, but they did not follow the guidelines. They did not follow the guidelines. And I've heard many Muslims going wrong on this. For example, you know of a brother or a sister, they don't care about Salah. Or yeah, so tukane, is that the way you tell people? We go and pray. To go. Then some people will add, or yeah, we are going to pray. If you don't pray, Jahannam, Nar Jahannam, you'll be there with Iblis. And I've heard some people saying, or yeah, you go to Jannah alone. Let me go to Jahannam. Actually, Jahannam will be more exciting because Bob Marley is there, Michael Jackson is there, all these other people are there. It will not be boring. No, it's because of the way the person is telling you. Sometimes even your own brother or your mother or your father, the way they wake you up for Salatul Fajr, sometimes you can refuse to go. Somebody might come, anakutandika, pap, waria, amka. Wakisomali wanasema nini? Seho. Sio seho. Seho is the opposite. Imagine I'll tell somebody, seho. They will continue sleeping. So, ka. Then unaanza kumgonga, mtu anakuambia wandide, marabu, hiyo swala sitaki. Uslub, lakini you tell somebody, Assalamu alaikum. If it is your brother or your sister, ma'anu, walalo, ma'anu, tuko. You call them nice names, okay? Yes. If it is your sister, ma'anke, na walalke, no, you unamzungumzia ataamka haraka sana. No. You know, sometimes I tell my children, nasikia salatu khairu minan nawm, salatu khairu minan nawm, and I know that is the time young people anafunika kabisa. Sasa hiyo ndio anafunika kabisa, an-nawm khairu minas salah. Sasa unakuja unamwambia assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. You want to become a pilot? Imagine Allah will not make you a pilot if you're not going to pray. You have to pray so that Allah can make you a pilot. This boy, I know he loves being a pilot. anaamka saa hiyo, yes, I'm a pilot, I'm going to pray Salatul Fajr, you know. But you tell them utaenda jahannam, usiposwali unaenda jahannam. Anaweza kunyawacha tu niende, hakuna shida. Baba, niache tu niende, sintaenda peke yangu. Wacha tu niende peke yangu, hakuna shida. So you need to follow certain guidelines. Guideline number 1 here, know that you cannot compel anybody to become a Muslim. And that's why I tell people, those who accuse Islam of a religion that was spread using the sword. You've heard that story, eh? Tell them, please, we are told that ikraha fi-din. There is no compulsion in religion. So people, you just convey the message, they'll follow. So don't compel anybody. Don't force people. The Prophet ﷺ never forced anybody. Actually, many of the people who became Muslim during his time were not forced. Guidance number 2, use wisdom and the best preaching. For that Germany, we lost him because of lack of wisdom. We lost wisdom. That's how we lost him. These are 2 guiding principles. Principle number 1, and I will ask you at the end of this, no compulsion. La ikraha. What do you say la ikraha in Kisomali? You. La ikraha in Kisomali. Ngoja. She's the one in a beautiful green hijab. La ikraha fi din. How will you say in Kisomali? Huh? Qasab machoga. Qasab machoga. That is principle number 1. Qasab machoga. Qasab machoga. I've learned one more word today. When I go back huko jamia watu wataniona nitawaambia qasab machoga. I'll tell them that. Number 2, use wisdom. Hikmah. How will you say that in Kisomali? Oh, you're a cameraman. Okay, you. Use wisdom. In Kisomali, how will you say? Aql istiman. That is Arabic. Did the Arabs learn from the Somali or the Somalis from the Arabs? Whichever, it doesn't matter. All of them are Muslims, alhamdulillah. Okay?
caafimaad qabta markaad fiirisid adduunka oo aad fiirisid dalab caafimaad qaba oo aad aragtid xadaarad caafimaad qabta 3 arrimooda asaas u ah. The basis of these 3 waa 3. 1, hooyooyin wanaagsan oo hooyanimo ogol baa dadkaas dhashay. oo aan Facebook mother ahayn iyo Twitter iyo Flickr iyo Google iyo xasan. hooyo odageeda xurmaysa, xididkeeda xurmaysa, deriska xurmaysa, martida iyo meertada qaadata, ilmaha xanaanaysa, u roon reerkeeda gacanta ku haysata baa dhashay dadkaas. u fiirsada. The lowest level of analysis marka la sameynayo at the individual level. So lagama soo qaato. yaa ku xiga society, waxa ku xiga state, waxa ku xiga sub-regional, waxa ku xiga regional, waxa ku xiga continental, international. All those levels marka fiirisid. Any system, subsystem, state, society, group of people, community nadiif ah oo caafimaad qaba marka aragtid oo si saani ah u fakaro u sheekeeyo oo wax u qabsada marka aragtid, that background is so great moms, great mothers is so. Secondly, waxay soo qaateen quality education. manahij adduunka laga soo iqtiraacay taariikhda oo lama barbariga dhaxay iyo taariikhda imaaraadka lama bar taariikhdooda la baraa. oo dad taariikhdooda barto, taariikhda Soomaalida yaqaan, taariikhda Kenya yaqaan, taariikhda Afrika yaqaan, taariikhda adduunka yaqaan, laakiin asaasku uu yahay taariikhdooda, juqraafigooda, diintooda, dhaqankooda. Quality education. A great mom together with a quality education. Third, dadkaas waxay leeyihiin opinion makers aad loo xurmay. culumadooda waa la xurmeeyaa, ganacsatadooda la xurmeeyaa, qoyahankooda la xurmeeyaa, shiikhooda waa la xurmeeyaa, shariifkooda la xurmeeyaa, dhalinyaradooda waa la xurmeeyaa, elite-ka dadka opinion makerska la xurmeeyaa ayagana because of that level of respect. waxaa la lahaa meesha annaga zakaan ka bixina iyo badan ama oo fitriga ama zakada caadiga oo sanadeedka economic base oo muslim in loo dhisa ay ahayd. caalamka maalmahan wuxuu soo rogaysay nidaam kale oo corporate social responsibility. They return. waxay barteen dadku u soo celiyaan lacagtay tabceen ay soo celiyaan, caqliga iyo wisdomka u siiyaan soo celiyaan, mana qasbaan. ayaan xurmaan loo hayaa, waa la dhageystaa, dan bulshada si fiican ay marka u xurmartaayo waxay helaan caafimaad qab heerka bulshada, waxay helaan caafimaad qab heerka dalka, waxay helaan caafimaad qab heerka xadaaradda ay nool yihiin bay helaan. waxaan rabaa marka inaan idin bogaadiyo, idinku ammaano inaad hooyooyin cajiib ah maasha allah ka soo jeedaan otherwise meeshaan ma fadhideen maanta inaad ka soo jeedaan waxbarasho tayo leh otherwise waa iska warwareegi lahaydeen xilligan class uma fadhideen oo axad oo dadka ay nasanayaan Kenya jooga dadkiina indhaha idiin ah oo indheer garadka cuqaashana waa xurmaysaan in return oo idinku soo noqdaan oo idin la hadlaan Ibrahim Lathawi waqtigiisa kuma bixin inuu intii imaado idin la hadlo in saaxiibkay great lawyer oo sharci iyo qawaaniinta caalamiga labadaba bartay oo aad u jecel saaxiib la inaan arrintaas idinku amaanana oo aan rabaa teamwork marka la dhaho certain criteria baa jira su-aasha ugu weyn waxa weeyaan waa the how question team la dhahaa intaanaan gelin it is the how question laba arrimoodaan xoogga la saara ka hor intaan team la dhisin teamworkan aysan bilaabanin kow war dadkiina inaad fahantid qofka adigana inaad isfahantid dadka kale xubnaha kula ah oo teamka ku jirana inaad fahantid maxaad fahmaysaa say u fakaraan kaalimahooda division of labor waxay kala aaminsan yihiin that is one secondly and equally important waa capacity competence qofka waxa uu qaban karo iyo areas khaas oo uu ku takhasusay ama uu danaynayo oo looga dambeeyo lagu xurmeeyo wax ka qabto saddex xoogga la saara capacity marka la fiirinayo human resource la fiiriyaa who can do what waxaa la fiiriyaa technical specialties areas of specialization areas of interest qofkaad meeshu ku fiican yahay iyo wixii la mida iyo financial dadka qaarkood waxaa laga yaabaa inaanay qof ahaan kuu buuxin karin farsamo ahaanna wax weyn kugu siyaadin karin laakiin that does not mean inuusan qofka team member iyo team player noqon karin he can pay the finances duu venue lagu shirayo kirayn karo shaah bixin karo stationery iibin karo one of the most important team players waa criteria for the selection of a good team only after that baa markaas team la samayn karaa kadibaana teamwork uu bilaaban karaa marka la isla helo in dadka isfahansan yihiin adiga isfahansan tahay xubnaha kale teamka ugula jiran aad fahansan tahay iyo contribution noocee samayn kartaa ma technical contribution a samaynaysaa ma financial a samaynaysaa mise personnel a samaynaysaa adiga laftigaaga shaqadii wax ka qabanaya qof ahaan waa u joogtaa caqligaaga iyo xigmadaada iyo wixii dhammaan keenaysaa specialization ma kusoo daraysaa teamkoo dadka kale aysan lahayn finance aa bixinaysaa caqli baa keenaysaa technically caqli bay noqon kartaayo not only skills contacts aa raadinaysaa expanded contact base aa leedahay or expanded resource base aa leedahay what can you offer maxaa common oo idinka dhexeeya inta memberska teamka iskula jira areas oo commonalities ma jiraan aa ka siman tihiin differences ma jiraan ama la isaga cudur daaro ama wax kale ha la sameeyo waxaa jira concept cajiiba oo la yidhaahdo SWOT analysis strategic plan marka la sameynayo ma maqasheen SWOT analysis strategic plan marka la sameynayo horta marka plan la sameynayo saddex nooca loo sameeyaa saddex nooc waa planningka loo sameeyaa plan waa wax la yidhaahdo qidad tactical qidad means waxaa rabtid in immediate future inaad qabsatid which is any second from now second horo kasii dhamaaday second or third second hadda sii marayna any minute from now the next hour or so maantay hadday albaabkan sida looga soo galo iyo sida looga baxo session noocaana sida looga qayb qaato ama arday looga noqdo ama resource person looga noqdo ama facilitator looga noqdo meel un inaad team player ka noqotid waa tactical planning hadda waxaa rabti inaad qabsatid the second equally important level of planning waxaa la dhahaa operational waa day to day every day sidii seminar loo qaban lahaa sidii inta loo soo geli lahaa sidii loo bixi lahaa iyo wixii lamid laakiin mustaqbal marka laga hadlayo futuristic in terms of orientation waxaa la dhahaa strategic the next 5 years 2 years 5 years 10 years 50 years down the line wixii la samayn lahaana waxaa la dhahaa strategic planning marka plan noocaas la sameynayo because there can be no teamwork without plans soma be they tactical operational or strategic waxaa la mariyaa SWOT analysis SWOT analysis waxaa loo qaybiyaa afar lababa ay isku group tahay labada ugu horeysa strengths and weaknesses of team members and teams before they move into work waxaa la dhahaa internal environment adiga dhexdaada xaggee ku fiican tahay xaggeena ku liidata other team members xaggee ku fiican yihiin xaggee ku liitaan gudihiina fiirinaysa the other two or opportunities and threats ana waa banaanka maxaa fursado ah oo idin yaal in your external environment outside this room outside the group outside the mandate you have outside the pay seminars and workshops maxaa opportunities oo fursado oo furan at the same time maxaa threat soo jira oo khatar oo idinku imaan kara oo fursadahaas parallel garayn kara ayagana waa external environment ayagana in la darsaa raba marka fiirisid meeshaa ku fiican tahay iyo meeshaa ku xun tahay oo aad fiirisid fursadaha idin yaalla oo aad ka faa'iidaysan kartaan iyo khataraha idin soo wajihi kara careful analysis labadooda lagu sameeyo unbaa markaas u bixi kartaa inaad la timaadid qorshe macquula istaraatiijiyad dhab oo teamwork ay ku bilaabataan markaasay imaan kartaa hal arrin ay jirto waxaa jira concept la yidhahdo group dynamics based on this oo analysiska marka la sameeyo the best tool oo la rabo in la isticmaalo waxa la yidhahdo group dynamics how dynamic groups are qof shalay human resource ku ahaa amaanta xanuunsan kara wuu cajisi karaa fakarkiisa isbedeli kara group kaluu kaa daba samayn karaa wuu iska tegi karaa it changes waa bani aadan soomaa isbedbedelna it changes qof shalay aan groupka ku jirin baa damci kara inuu kusoo biiro qof shalay ahaa zero almost week ahaa oo weeknimadiisi lugota laakiin meelo un ku fiicna waa on a daily basis day by day week by week month by month year by year wuxuu soo noqonaya stronger and stronger roleska waa isbedelayan group dynamism is very important so group dynamics is a very important tool loo isticmaalo marka teamwork la sameynayo which means you'll have to keep track record of developments group developments